Good evening, folks. Eli at Kingsbridge Performance and 4x4 here in Yorkshire. And tonight I have for you the very much sought after Range Rover Range Rover Vogue SE, which is almost the top of the range trim level with a lot of lovely desirable options, and in the very much sought after 4.4 SD-V8 engine option, and in also the very much sought after triple black, which is what most people tend to want, I find, on the Range Rovers. So this particular model is 2017, so that means that you get the upgraded facelift media inside, and some other subtle upgrades that Range Rover did. Also, it means that they sort of ironed out all the sort of niggles that plagued some of the earlier 2013 and 12 cars and 14 cars, because in the 2017 it was just before the facelift in 18, and most of, if not all of, any niggles there were had been sorted out by Land Rover. This particular car has 3 former owners. The chap that I bought it from another garage. It's got full service history, 2018, 19, 2020 and 2021. The 2021 one is what we've just done, including 12 months MOT. It's got 2 keys as well, as you can see here in my hand. And there's everything that you can possibly want on this particular Range Rover is there. So let's walk round. First of all, it's the full triple blackout. So it's got a privacy glass all the way around, and black wheels, and all the trim and vents, etc., is all in gloss black as well. All the tyres are the correct Pirelli Scorpion all-season tyres with pretty much brand new tread, so 8mm, so they're excellent and don't need a thing. And that's all the way around as well with the Pirelli Scorpion, which are great, which means when you hit a bit of snow or standing water, the tyres do their work properly. And it's what Range Rover specified on this car from the factory, the Pirelli Scorpions. You've got this lovely metallic Santorini black, that lovely metallic fleck in it. Like I say, the 4.4 SD-V8 is the engine of choice for these cars. It's 340 brake horsepower, a mountain of torque, which gives you loads of performance, and still reasonable fuel economy for a car of this size and weight and performance. This being the 2017, like I say, it's got some subtle enhancements inside, which I will go through, which actually make a very big difference. To the front, you've got the black lettering, you've got the black grills, and all the vents and grills are all in black, as well as on top of the bonnet. You've got the sliding panoramic roof, which is pretty much essential. It's almost impossible to sell a car these days, or certainly a 4x4 without a panoramic roof, in my experience. So that's all there. The bodywork's all been machine polished by our in-house detailer, so as you can see, it's shining like a perfectly polished mirror. Again, with the wheels on this side, again with a brand new set of all-season tyres, that's all the way around the car. To the rear, we've got again the gloss black lettering, gloss black tailgate trim. It's a nice condition, the car all round. Obviously it is a used vehicle, but it is in lovely condition overall, and certainly can't fault it. We do offer side steps. If you do want side steps fitted, the fixed side steps, they're $495 fitted, as we've done on some of the other Range Rovers. I actually think with the full-size Range Rovers, they look better without, in my opinion. So I personally like it like this. But each their own, you know, some do, some don't. I'm happy either way. Whatever you like, we can accommodate. Right, so let's have a look inside. Let's start with the tailgate. So obviously with it being a Range Rover full size, you've got a split tailgate, all electric of course, and you've got this huge boot area. You've got the power folding seat buttons there. socket there. The parcel shelf is in place where it should be. Underneath here, you've got a spare wheel and tyre inflation kit. You can see here you've got the lovely black interior but with the lighter headlining, which I think just makes it a little bit brighter and more airy inside. And what I love about this particular combination, of course it's keyless as well, so I only have to walk up to it and it opens. What I love about this particular combination is it's mostly black with black carpets, black seats, but you've got a little bit of the Cirrus ivory on the top of the doors and running along the centre of the dash, which just brightens things up together with the lighter roof linings. I think that's a really nice combination and very desirable. You've got, of course, the coloured ambient lighting. You've, of course, got heated rear seats and climate control at the back as well as the front. Courtesy lighting, grab handles, Meridian sound system, etc, etc. It's all there. And then here, of course, you've got your centre armrest with cup holders and storage. Okay. And then, of course, these seats can also recline electronically. Gloss black trim, ivory leather at the top, black at the bottom. Moving on to the front passenger, again you've got the ambient lighting, you've got the additional storage compartments, the ivory leather, the Meridian sound system, and then of course, like I say, on this particular combination you've got the fantastic black to the top and then ivory running down the middle, which just brightens everything up. The headrests, of course, are adjustable. You've got multiple different adjustments for the seats, which are finished in the lovely black perforated leather with white stitching. Gloss black finish to the centre console, ambient lighting underneath. Lovely frameless rear view mirror there. And again, the pan roof. Right, let's go round to the driver's side. Just to show you the driver's side rear. Again, that's pretty much all the same. Driver's side, much the same as the passenger side. So you've got your storage, you've got your memory settings, lock and unlock, window settings, window lock, to stop the kids playing with the windows at the back, your stainless steel entry sill plates, multiple different adjustments for the seats. And then, of course, here you've got your remote tailgate release, lane departure, and brightness setting. Okay. Love these cars, they just do everything so well. Once you drive a Range Rover, I can assure you, you will not want to drive any other car as a daily. They are fantastic, they just do everything well. You've got power, telescopic steering wheel, so obviously that can be adjusted up and down. And then, of course, you've got heated steering wheel as well, which is lovely in this current climate. Right, let me show you the current dash. So you've got the facelift media, which is very important because it gives you a much nicer, easier to use system. And you've also got the digital dash as well, which again is a much nicer, easier to use system rather than the traditional analog dials. You've got speed limit display. You can also show maps in this view if you wanted to, as well as various other things. So it's really, really useful to have. As I mentioned earlier, the steering wheel can be adjusted up and down or back and forwards if you feel you need to. You've got the heated steering wheel, which is great. You've got cruise control, you've got the controls here for the menu there. You've got the cup holders here, as well as your 12-volt socket. In here you've got your fridge, which is useful if you want to store your drinks cool. You've got USB and HDMI, etc. ports. Air suspension, raised and lowered. Your various different terrain modes. So if you want to go on grass, gravel, snow, which you probably will use actually in the current climate. I certainly used it when I was driving one the other week, and I found it very, very good. Almost unstoppable. Look at her. You've got heated windscreen, of course, with elements in the windscreen. You've got your twin glove compartments. You've got one there, and you've got your bottom one here with your book pack in. Here you've got your automatic wipers, automatic lights, and then your information, so you can go flick through these options here. Like I say, the car's done just over 49,000 miles, and if we go to, did not show again. Okay, right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at, that's a low traction launch. That's great if you're in a very slippery or icy or muddy starting position where you think the wheels are just going to slip. So low traction launch is very useful. But yeah, this screen is much, much better. It's the latest system that's in the current Range Rovers pretty much, or certainly in the current Discoveries. And it's much, much better than the previous 2015-16 in prior to that models. It's much more intuitive, it's more modern and up to date. The sat nav's much better. It's very easily covers the full screen as well, easy to pinch in and out of. Just running through the menu very quickly, the options. So you've got cameras, which you can select. You've got your parking sensors, you've got your I understand, bear with me. Got your off-road information, low traction launch that I touched on earlier, sat nav that we just mentioned. Nice and simple to use. Just press it again, and then you just type in where you want to go to the postcode, etc. It's very easy to use. You've got your phone, you've got your media, so you've got TV on this, digital television. Of course, you can select from different channels if you want, as you can see here. Going back, oh, let me just go back to that. You can also select the source. So you can have, for example, we can go back to radio, which of course you've got DAB, etc. Should you wish to use that instead. You've also got dual view, so you can actually switch it on, and the passenger can watch TV whilst you're watching or keeping an eye on the navigation, both at the same time, depending which angle you're looking at. Moving on, you've got your settings there, and then you've got your main home button here, which you can configure the favorite screen there, and then your main things on here. You've also got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, web browser, InControl app, so you can control the car from the Land Rover app that you download to your phone. All your seat controls are there, so obviously you can heat and cool the front seat, hence why it's got the perforated leather, and you can also heat up the rear seat as well. Ambient lighting, of course, so you can go through the different colours that you want. And then you've got voice control, your contacts, Bluetooth, vehicle dimensions, etc, etc. Shortcut to the seats here into your climate control are there. You've got flappy paddles on the steering wheel, should you wish to change the gears in a more sportive manner. You can switch this to S as well for sport. Your frameless rear view mirror there. There's a blind and control to open and close a panoramic sunroof there. Of course, you've got the double sun visors and mirrors, that's on both sides. You've got the leather wrapped grab handles as well. You can move the seat forward, or the rear passenger can, with just simply that button there, and then you can also adjust the headrests with that button there. That is pretty much it, guys. That is our 2017 Range Rover 4.4 STV8 Vogue SE. It's a lovely, lovely example, priced very competitively in a very desirable colour combination of triple black with the ivory highlights or ivory features. I personally think it's a stunner. If you are in agreement and you would like to purchase this Range Rover for yourself, then please drop me an email, call or text. I'll be more than happy to run through it all with you. We do of course offer finance. Simply go to our website, kingsbridgeautos.co.uk. There's a instant finance application directly on there underneath the car. You can select how many miles and how much deposit you want to put in and over what term. We do of course offer warranty, starts from $399 for 6 months depending on the vehicle. On this car it would be a little bit more, but please inquire for a quote. We do of course offer nationwide delivery to your door from £1.50 a mile on an open trailer, or driven it's £1 a mile. And that is pretty much it, guys. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you found the video on our Range Rover informative. If you have any further questions, like I say, don't hesitate to get in touch. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with our stock. We've got loads of nice things coming in over the coming weeks, and we will talk to you shortly on the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.